everyone, this is your instructor Joy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your nice questions, comments, and sending me donations and booking lessons with me. I'll do my best to answer all your questions as quickly as I can. Thank you for being patient with me. A subscriber asked about chromatic scales. Chromatic scale is this. Chromatic scales are the one that's made of half steps. Half steps or semitone, they're both correct terms, are the one that when we put fingers together, that's right next to each other. Those are half steps. So when it comes to chromatic scales, there are three ways of doing it. When it comes to fingerings, you could like a slide same fingering, 1 1 2 2 3 3 like this. 1 1 2 2 3 3. That would be the first way. Second way of doing is you make a small shifting, maybe it's a half position of small shifting, using fingerings such as 1 2 1 2 3 4. 1 2 small shifting, 1 2 3 4. Yeah. And the last one is also similar way, shifting small positions, but this time we're using 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. Sorry. So now you're wondering what kind of fingering should I use when it comes to such chromatic runs in repertoire or just chromatic scale. It all depends what kind of sound you want, and also the tempo and bowing that has in this specific chromatic runs. Let's say you have really fast chromatic runs, like that, really fast and slurred. In this case, you cannot play using same fingers like. The reason being is by sliding your finger, you are also making unintentionally, but there's a little glissando sound happening. Since it's fast slurred, people get to hear this lingering or the glissando sound. So if it's really fast and slurred runs, it would be better if you use fingering that changes it, just so that you play only one finger for each note, such as 1 2 1 2 3, or 1 2 3, like that. Yeah, so both works. Sometimes when the chromatic runs or chromatic scales is slow, you can use 1 1 2 2. Because sometimes, or many times, when violinists are somewhat new to chromatic scale, it's easier for them to calculate or hear how the chromatic scale is supposed to sound like by using same fingers, because it's easier to relate to the notes instead of shifting all the time. So in this case, you can do that, but make sure that you separate the bows so that people don't hear this glissando sound. Yeah, this would be more rather slow tempo chromatic runs. Now, when it comes to higher position, let's say from 3rd to 8th position, around there, we often like to use 1 2 3 1 2 3. The reason being is whenever you shift, you risk a little of intonation. So let's say it's a fast run, and instead of 1 2 1 2, it's better when I do 1 2 3. So I get to shift only one, versus 1 2 twice shifting when I use 1 2 1 2 finger. When I use 1 2 3 fingers, I shift only one. Therefore, I lowered the risk of losing my intonation. So we like to do that when it's really high position, when it's somewhat high position. But when it's extremely high position like this, let's say, here, when it's extremely high position, we don't like to do 3 because, as you know, as you get higher notes, the distance between notes get narrower and narrower. Already from 3rd position, half step, you kind of have to fold your fingers, meaning almost like, yeah, but when you get high, let's say if I had used 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it looks like this. I'm folding it, but maybe because I have thick potato fingers, I don't know. But even if I'm folding it, I'm having a hard time keeping it in tune. Then fold it again. So it's hard to play. So even though shifting often risks the intonation, in this case, my options are limited, and I think for most of people are the case. Therefore, when it's a really extreme high position chromatic scale, it would be wiser or better when you use 1, 2, 1, 2 fingers to keep the note in tune. Let me show. Like that, yeah? So let's summarize. When it comes to chromatic scales, there are 3 ways of using fingering. Pushing fingers like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Second one, you do small shifting like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, or another small shifting which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When it's fast, slur passages, second and third option, which is small shifting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, those 2 are good options. Pushing same finger like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 would be better when the passage is slow and separated bow. That way people do not hear this sliding note. Yeah. Also, when you're from 3rd position, let's say 3rd to 8th position per se, something like that, it would be better if you use 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to minimize risk of losing the intonation or losing the sound or the correct pitch. However, because when you get really high position, extremely high position from here, last bit, because the distance from the notes are so close, you have to fold your fingers so much. In this case, we're limited with our options, so we have to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, yeah, to just try to be in tune. So I hope this gives you a little idea. And please let me know how your practicing is going. And thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and share my videos. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.